Burkina Faso has decided, the government of Burkina Faso, led by Captain Ibrahim Troré, decided to establish a military academy. As we all remember, during his interview and his bilateral meeting between Burkina Faso and Russia, when he was in Russia a couple of days ago, he said that he was very much interested, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, in technology transfer of, those universities who are doing, or, who are teaching students that will contribute a lot for weapon production and military science, this kind of things. So he visited that university. He also expressed to Putin during the bilateral meeting that he's, this time he's not there for a week. They don't need that kind of donation, but in terms of security, also they want the technology transfer for Russia to teach their students. And in fact, he said the Burkina Faso to be the hub of Africa, also for, in the future to train other African youths in that center in Ouagadougou. I want to share this with you. This is an announcement by the Defense of Ministers.
Nous avons examiné un projet de décret portant création d'une structure en charge de l'enseignement supérieur militaire au Burkina Faso. Il s'agira donc de l'enseignement militaire.
We have decided to create a military academy in Burkina Faso. So this will involve
supérieur du premier degré, communément appelé école d'état-major.
It will involve the first level of higher military education, commonly called, the staff school.
Et de l'enseignement militaire supérieur second degré, communément appelé école de guerre.
The second level is a higher military education, also known as, war school. The observation.
Le constat est le suivant. Depuis son indépendance, la formation militaire supérieure des forces armées nationales de Burkina Faso ont toujours été faites à l'étranger, c'est-à-dire dans des pays amis. Donc, il est grand temps pour le Burkina Faso d'assurer la formation supérieure de ces éléments de forces de défense et de sécurité. Cette formation.
So he said, in previous times, you might also ask where was they trained, the Burkina Faso military, in previous times. And this is exactly what the minister addressed. Before it was, in friendly countries, we send our students of, military or army, and then they study there. But the thing is that what you have to know, these Western African countries, 14 of them who were the colony of France, they have signed that pact. It's a colonial pact, colonial tax pact, it's called. And one of the components is a military pact. These countries have signed a military pact with France. That's why before even creating the Alliance of the Sahel States, when these three countries, Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, they cut their ties with France. First, they asked for the military to be kicked out, and they cut their military. Even before that, they ended the military pact that their government before, them have signed during independence time, because they were forced to. They didn't have any. People like Olympio of Togo, he did, was it from Togo? Olympio was from, but it was Olympio, or was it Guinea? From Guinea, Olympio. But I know that the president was called Olympio. He decided not to sign, and guess what? The French that were there during colonization, destroyed everything. So that military pact also includes that to training the military or the army in France. Okay, and some of them even they call legionnaire, French legionnaire or something. They serve with French army wherever the French army go, whether it's to attack an next country or whatever, they go and they fight. That's what happens in World War II. The one Putin said, the Burkinabes who have lost their lives fighting during the Second World War. Those are the people. That is because of that military pact. Okay, it's not because the Burkina Faso we want you, France, and we want to help you. No. It's because they signed that pact. Okay, so that pact also includes training military, and whenever France wants to do a coup against any government in those countries, so those armies that they train, they use them, okay, and they know all the intelligentsia inside the army as well. So it wasn't a sovereign country, actually. It's just independence by paper. Let's continue to hear.
Faite sur place devrait s'adapter aux situations réelles et aux conditions réelles, c'est-à-dire la tropicalisation par rapport aux problèmes que nous vivons en ce moment, notamment la lutte contre le terrorisme. Nous avons aussi l'accroissement de nos effectifs qui recommande que nous puissions mettre en place les dispositions nécessaires pour assurer la formation continue de nos officiers. Cela nous permettrait donc de former localement une élite militaire dotée de compétences en stratégie, commandement, gestion de crise et géopolitique, d'adapter les curricula aux réalités sécuritaires nationales et sous-régionales, de renforcer la souveraineté du pays en matière de formation militaire de haut niveau, de promouvoir la recherche en sciences militaires et en sécurité. Enfin, cela nous permettrait de développer une coopération sous-régionale et régionale en accueillant des officiers venant des pays voisins et d'autres pays africains, contribuant ainsi à la sécurité collective. La mise en place donc d'une telle institution s'inscrit dans une logique de renforcement de la résilience nationale face aux menaces multiformes et du professionnalisme durable des forces armées du Burkina Faso.
Yeah, so he said, this will enable Burkina Faso, first of all, to build the resilience, and then, it will help them to fight, the terrorism, the current problems that Burkina Faso and the Sahel states have as well, to fight against terrorism, and to train those military locally as well, and then to create a number of military as well, because when it's easier, it's not costly to train them locally. And also, not only it doesn't end just creating a national army that's trained there, but also to become strong as a confederation with the Sahel states, and also regionally, and to be open for cooperation that comes from neighboring countries, from Africa and other, even from far from the continent. So, and also another thing he mentioned is that also to train elite groups, military army, some countries call them the Republican Guard, some are called, loyal or whatever, but there are some elite military, right, within the military. So those also, and a military science research center will be also created. So, but at the end, what I would like to say again, this proves also for Captain Ibrahim Troré, he's not talking. He's not the man of a sweet talk. Let's put it that way, as Bob Marley calls it. We don't want no sweet talk, no placards and slogans. No, he's a doer. That's what he is. Okay, and for that you need to be an Afrocracy. Okay, Afrocrats, so that you can implement. All right, that your idea will not be entangled or somewhere in your parliament or whatever. You have to have people on board that are really on the same page with you. If it was really this democratically elected thing, this doesn't work, right? As like Duma Boko of Botswana said. That's what makes them different, Ibrahim Traoré, from the rest of the African heads of states. Okay. Yeah, so not democracy, not autocracy, it's an Afrocracy. You think what's good for your people, you pronounce it, next day you put it in a public in policy, next day you implement it. That's it. Anyway, let us know in the comment section what do you think of this. And for now, it's a bye-bye for me. Please continue to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't, give it a like and share the video with others. Yeah, what else? Also, you can support us through our PayPal account and buy me a coffee link. That was it for now. Thanks again. Ciao, ciao.